Hey folks, Serena McKnight here with Cycle World, and I've been testing Kawasaki's 2021 Versys 650 LT. Now this motorcycle is powered by a 649cc liquid-cooled parallel twin. On our in-house dyno, this engine cranked out 59.6 horsepower at 8,070 RPM and 41.6 pound-feet of torque at 7,210 RPM. Now, if you look at the dyno chart, that is a very linear power delivery going up to those peak horsepower numbers. The torque is also a very broad tabletop-like shape, ranging from the 2,000 RPM range to the 10,000 RPM red line. So some positive thoughts on the engine characteristics is that it is a very fast revving engine and it delivers that power smoothly. The sound is also great from the 180-degree crank. In terms of a couple of criticisms about the engine, it does have an abrupt on-off throttle and also a clunky gearbox. Both require a precise finesse from the rider. The clutch also has a closer engagement point, which does require some refinement as well. And I did feel a little bit of engine heat creep up on my right thigh, but that's not overly uncomfortable. Now onto brakes. I love the dual 300mm discs and the two-piston Nissan calipers at the front. They provide a great progressive feel at the lever. The rear 250mm and one-piston caliper combo at the rear is not as communicative, but it is still great to get the job done. We also have ABS on both ends for this model. Now we measured this bike on our automotive scales and it hit 500 pounds even. Now this weight is a little hefty when you're lifting it off the kickstand or pushing the bike around, but on the road it is light and nimble and light on its feet. In terms of suspension, this has a 41mm telescopic fork at the front and an offset single shock at the rear. Both of these have over 5 inches of travel. There's 5.9 at the front and 5.7 at the rear. Now this suspension did great, especially on the ribbed roads and any harder bumps. Front suspension is adjustable for preload and rebound, and the rear is adjustable for preload. Now what I found very handy with the rear suspension in particular is it is adjustable with just a twist of the knob, no tools required, so you could easily adjust it to your load capacity. Now in terms of features on this LT version, you have the hand guards that help block the wind, and you also have these 28-liter hard cases. Now these easily fit my medium showy helmet. Standard on all Versys 650s is the windscreen. It's adjustable 2.4 inches, however it is not adjustable on the fly. You do have to unlock the knobs at the front, make your adjustments, and lock them back to have it at your desired setting. I found that there was some wind buffeting when it was in its lowest setting. I'm 6 foot tall, so that wind just kicked right up at my helmet. But when I adjusted it in the full position, it was all but gone, no wind buffeting to worry about. In regards to the Versys' ergonomics, it is a very comfortable ride. You have a wide set handlebar that's pulled back so you're sitting nice and upright. You also have a very plush and comfortable seat that has a lot of room to move around on, so you could easily go for hours and hours. The foot peg position is slightly back, so my legs were a little bent. Seat height is a measured 33.2 inches. I'm 6 foot tall with a 32-inch inseam, and I did have to stretch just slightly to get a full flat foot, but for the most part, I'm on the balls of my feet. The reach to the handlebars is relaxed, has a 5.5 gallon fuel tank, which is quite large, but it's not so between the legs. The tank grooves really have a nice shape to them that my legs fit nicely into, and so I'm able to grip the tank really well when I'm taking turns and maneuvering the twisties. From this tank, I averaged 42.5 miles per gallon, and that is good considering I was on a wide variety of streets and roadways. Now in regards to electronics, the electronics package could see some updates. We have an analog tachometer and a orange backlit LCD screen. Now with the use of TFTs, I would really like to see that updated. Now it does not feature electronic rider aids or creature comforts such as cruise control or heated grips, which would be a great addition to a motorcycle in this class. I would also like to see the halogen bulbs replaced with LEDs. Overall, in regards to fit and finish though, the paint is nice, the hard bags are quality, the hand guards are quality, and the overall look is really nice as well. Now this LT has an MSRP of $9,299. The base comes in at $8,399, but you do not have the hard bags or the hand guards. Now in conclusion, what you have is a great engine with that fantastic sound coming from the 180-degree crank. The suspension and the brakes are great right out of the box, and that's what set the bar high for the Versys platform. However, if there were some performance updates with rider aids and creature comforts such as cruise control and heated hand grips, that would really set this Versys to the next level. Now that's it for this first ride review of the 2021 Kawasaki Versys 650 LT. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.